Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells, where we are going to have an even more successful run than the two in which we died horribly yesterday. We're gonna try going the other way, the way we went in the first couple of episodes, because frankly, the Arboretum is real scary, and I'm not ready for it yet. Now listen, we're slowly reacquiring whatever meager skill I had. We'll get there. We will see the things. For now, though, let's stay focused on the path ahead. We don't even have all of our movement abilities yet, and there are paths in the Arboretum that were locked by some of those abilities. So I want to be able to... I would like to be able to do all that stuff when we go back there to explore. That was just very clumsy on my part. Ah. Okay. We got there eventually. Now, of course, the dream on this thing is to be able to go fast enough to get the 30 kill combo and get the 2-minute timer while also finding the two scrolls. I think most of the time that's probably not going to be doable. You'll definitely be able to pull it off occasionally, but a lot of it's going to come down to... Okay, I'll take this. This is exciting. Some of it's going to come down to the way the scrolls are positioned in the level. If you have to explore the whole level to find them both, you're not going to do it fast enough. Alright, so this Infantry Bow is an interesting weapon. It does critical hits when you're up close to enemies. You can see it's not a huge amount more damage than the other bow we were using, but it does attack pretty quickly. And, you know, we don't have any scaling yet. I think it's a good item to find early on. Alright, let's go back down to here. Gee, as of right now, I guess let's take red. I'm trying not to really count our beginner sword as a weapon for the purposes of influencing our scaling. But the red does have more health on it. Hey, you there! Oh, it's you. That's not how quotation marks work. Looks like I'm on the right side of the door for once. Okay, that guy's really not happy to see me. Damn, they didn't mess around. I have no idea what you're talking about. I will, however, steal your meal. It's been abandoned for some time, but look, there's a big old chunk of watermelon. I have not talked about this. There are a bunch of different appearances for the food. There's always small food and large food, what we are currently getting as cherries and watermelon. But you can change it so they're... I believe by default they're meat, but you can change it so they're vegetables or monster body parts, or... We'll probably change that up at some point. You know, just a little bit of variety in your diet is nice. At least that's what people keep telling me. To be perfectly honest with you, left to my own devices, I will eat the same 3 things over and over again forever. Okay, so that's back to the Arboretum. We do not need to go up there. And it looks like our other scroll is just ahead. I think let's stick red here. Purple is definitely like the easiest and safest playstyle, because, you know, ranged weapons. There's a reason that we stopped using swords and started using guns, right? Ooh, rares. The ice bow is a pretty powerful item, or at least it was when I was playing last. Boy, I'm having a really hard time dismounting chains and ladders into the stomp. Okay, it looks like we've got enough scaling now to have crossed a threshold here. You know what? I will pay 1,000 gold for a better sword. 1,000's not really that much. I think I was being too stingy before when I was refusing to pay 800 for upgrades. Do I want a small grenade? You know what? Sure. The gold doesn't help you if you die with it. It's a lesson that some people in the real world could use to learn. Okay, I suppose if we hadn't bought this sword, we could have bought probably a slightly better sword there. It's fine, the blood sword's good. Oh, right. This isn't revealed for a reason. I intentionally did not go up there. So do we want to do sewers or ramparts? You know what? Let's... I'm trying to remember. I do not remember where you get the next movement power. Let's go sewers. I've chosen basically arbitrarily here. Alright, I think there are some things hidden. Aha, yeah, there was definitely a plant path up there. Alright, we'll have to hug that side of the wall next time we fall down this. Okay, Cudgel 4+, the Vorpan 4+. Spreads oil on the enemy. Inflicts a critical hit if the enemy is facing you. I feel like that's a thing that's going to happen a lot. Alright, so we ended up not actually getting any value out of that sword that we paid for. Oh wait, sorry. I don't know, maybe I was right in the first place. Alright, yeah, let's take this. We are red this run. And then 10 more items until we get that. Do we want to unlock more stuff, or do we want to maybe get some more powers here, like a random starter bow that isn't just the garbage fake bow? I kind of do want a better starting melee weapon. Let's unlock the broadsword. If I unlock the broadsword, it's going to drop one for us right now, and I don't really want it. So actually, we're going to get this... I meant to leave that at 1. Whatever. It's unlocked. And then we'll start working on the crowbar, I guess. This we will take. This we probably won't. Yeah, our pan is 4+. Alright, show me extra life. Because I am bad at the game, apparently. We're still at full. Alright. Just a nice, leisurely stroll through the toxic sewers. Me and my frying pan. I don't think I've ever used the frying pan before. I don't remember if this was in the game last I played. Well, that seems pretty alright. You would think that a pan would maybe not be like a great weapon. It's doing pretty good damage even when we're not hitting people in the front. I find this pretty compelling. This pan is a victor. Oh, I rolled way too early. Okay. That's pretty neat. It used to be the case that there was an item that had the icon that our lightspeed thing has. But I'm pretty sure it was a different item. I think they've completely redesigned this. Hello, secret passage. Pays to keep your eyes open. By the way, I haven't read any of the comments yet on the series, because I just, I've been real busy is the thing. Oh, God. Oh, interesting. It doesn't do damage on the way back. I'm surprised by that. I will definitely be doing that probably later today. But I know that I'm probably missing stuff. I definitely miss floor runes and stuff all the time. So, sorry to everybody who is frustrated by that. But it's gonna keep happening. Let me manage your expectations right now. I really like this pan. Yeah, it seems to be dealing damage even beyond the area where you actually attack. Ah! Apparently, it was smart enough to jump down there to get us, not smart enough to jump back up. Right, because like sometimes we're swinging and we're hitting an enemy for most of its health, and then we're seeing it die shortly afterward. Yeah, the pan is the winner of our two pieces of equipment here. The pan is definitely better right now. And it just keeps getting better. Alright, which way are we going? I'm all about playing it safe now that I just realized how close we are to the next combo threshold. Oh, also, rune. Oh, right, there's also the arrow coming out of the pan. I forgot about that. I like how short the cooldown on this grenade is. That's really nice. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous at 53 kills. It's making me way more cautious in a way that's probably just going to get us hit. Oh, he doesn't want to jump back over? Well, fine. Then, then I'll just cheese this. So you can see the Infantry Bow, not really meant to be used as a ranged weapon in this way, has a pretty small ammo count. Okay, there's my 60. And then he immediately gets hit again while desperately trying not to. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. We got the 60. That's all that matters. It bodes well. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm almost glad I got hit, because it feels like it relieved the pressure a little bit. Ow, I am really shocked that he didn't die when we hit him there. Alright, slightly better grenade? Yeah, actually quite a bit better. We're not getting anything out of that electrified targets bonus, but it is just almost 50% more damage. Alright, we are stuck. This looks like a dead end on the map. Is that the case? No. Yeah, it still seems weird to me that the dashback doesn't deal damage. How powerful is this powerful grenade? Wow. Does bonus damage to victims targeted covered in burning oil, which we have a source of. I'm going to take this. Let's take this over our slightly smaller grenade. Firebrands 3 with the double damage. You know what? I think we will just recycle. I would probably take Firebrands over the Infantry Bow in most circumstances, but not with the double damage thing. Should I flask again? Oh, hey, it's this guy. Hey, over here. I saw your fight. It was pretty impressive. Did you get it? Oh yeah, I got it. Excellent, now give it to me. I said give it to me! There it is. Alright, and then we get threatened by a guy who's locked in a cell. What's he gonna do? Okay, that definitely seems to have a larger explosion area. It also has a much longer cooldown. You know, I'm gonna stop being brave. Let's just go ahead and use our flask. Give me all that health. Yeah, man, that grenade really, really gets the job done, huh? Ow! I dashed back into the projectiles. Wow, the very extreme slowdown there was actually kind of annoying. Ow. So the way it works with the elites is when you hit them below certain health thresholds, it does like for some reason, a really dramatic slowdown effect for a second, and each swing of our pan was bringing them below another threshold. So while I was desperately trying to just swing really quickly and get the encounter over, it really slowed to a crawl. Okay, we could just go back out to the ramparts. We don't have to go deeper into the sewers. Maybe that would be a good idea. Well, it looks like there's another pan over here. Was this accessible to us? Oh no, this is a thing we're going to need the wall jump for. It may be the... that's also a wall jump area. Yeah, man, I wish I remembered at all how to get to places. The thing is, once you unlock the runes, you know, they're unlocked for the entirety of your save file, so you only do each of them once. Boy. You know what? I will pay for this. Increases your movement speed after killing the enemy, does the same amount of damage. Boy, that probably was not worth the amount of gold we spent on it. But it had a little star, man. How am I supposed to resist a little star? Okay, so down more. We could continue down from here. I want to at least find the entrance to the other part of the sewer, even if we're not necessarily going to use it. Oh no, this is blocked off, actually. Man, I wonder if we can even access the other part of the sewer. Did we miss anything? Doesn't... Oh, okay, over here. There's a great big tunnel to the right. And see, this is why we look around. And then we find a great big chest and we get 170 gold out of it. That is a big pile of corpses. Some contaminated bodies leaked into the drainage lines. That must have contaminated the whole water network. But was the water contaminated before the first citizens fell ill? I don't know, man. It seems like this place has gone all the way to hell in just like a whole bunch of ways. This is not an exit. Alright, well, I guess we'll use the one exit that we have available to us. Wait, give me the thing. Come on. I guess this is actually the teleporter that's closest to the door already. Most of the time, in most biomes, when you find a door, there'll be a teleporter like right next to it. Apparently the sewers are not so kind. Alright, show me cool stuff. Cudgel shield. How does this compare to my current necklace? Right now we have a point of survival, downward smash attacks burn the ground. It's probably better for smashes to do oil. Because our grenade... Yeah, our grenade causes burning whenever it kills something. Yeah, I think this is the one we're going to take. That was alright. That was an okay reward. I mean, I'm happy about the 20 cells. So let's finish getting the crowbar. I'm curious what this does. I mean, we can see what it does, but you know. Curious how it feels. And then, do we want to start unlocking... we should probably unlock more items. The ice bow is actually pretty great. And then, double crossbow-matic. It's a good item, and it also doesn't take too much to unlock. So my guess is we're going to stick with our pan, but let me just... Okay, that's... Man, that's a pretty slow attack combo. It's got a nice big attack area, though. And I think we'll... Yeah, we'll trash that. The freezing weapons can be pretty valuable, even if you're not on their, scaling color. Just because freezing enemies in place is always useful. But I think we're going to stick with murder for the moment as a primary strategy. And the key is just to, you know, actually execute the murder in a competent way. Which I'm sure we could do. You know, there's no evidence that I am incapable of doing that. You can't prove that I can't do it. Just that I haven't. Oh, well, this is a promising start. Ooh. 637 DPS. I mean, I like this thing in theory. Shoots an arrow in front of you for less damage than ours currently does. Ours has the oil synergy with the grenade. I'm going to hold on to our pan, I think. I'm remembering what it was like when we were using a flint last time. Remembering how clumsy I suddenly got. Alright, obviously we're going to kill everybody, but I want to make sure I get rid of that guy first. Oh, I managed to find a spot where there isn't any ground. It looks like there are definitely some plants on the wall down there. I'm leery of trying to roll through a secret wall in a big pit, though. And unfortunately, that does count as damage. It does reset our combo. That's fine. We got lots of time. I'm a little leery of these dudes with the big old gauntlets. Man, I am not doing the best job with this weapon. Ooh, a scheme. I'm broadly pretty pro-scheme. I'm curious to see what this is. It looks like the blueprints have slightly different appearances for the different types of things. It looked like it was a mutation, not a piece of equipment. I dropped my grenade in the wrong direction. This doesn't even go anywhere. That's a fun ability. It's a pretty solid grenade, too. Alright, give me health. Alright, did we miss anything up here? No, we're good. Yeah, I like our equipment so far. The pan's a fun weapon to use. I mean, it's very straightforward, but you can't argue with the efficacy. It sure does smash people. Ah, just a little bit too little damage. I had too much faith in our ability to kill him before his attack went off. Well, that is almost for certain going to make it impossible for us to get the combo. Then we have already killed too many enemies. It's fine. We'll just we'll live without one of the combo doors, I guess. Maybe this can be the time when we kill the curator without taking any damage. We can get ourselves an extra door that way. Probably should have actually fast fallen that time. Oh, hey, look at this. So, I wish I could remember exactly how that works. There's a big sequence of things to do to get a special key. So it looks like this actually opens up here. We're missing the gardener's key. Oh, you know what? The gardener's key is somewhere else in the ramparts. And then you use it to get that moonflower key. And then the moonflower key doesn't do anything by itself, but there are other places where you can find a moonflower key. And there's an area where if you have... It might be somewhere in the castle, where if you have 3 moonflower keys, you get something. It's, it's been a little while. We'll figure it all out again. I have my always flawless memory to rely on, so I don't see how we could fail. Ow. Please stop beating me up. Can't you see how tiny and feeble I am? There we go. What, does this area feel bigger than usual? I was really hoping that was actually going to hit the other bird. Wow. I have no idea what just happened there. Apparently the incredible force of my pan swings just generated some lift. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand the aerodynamics of Dead Cells. I should be doing that way more often, like all of the time. Hold on, we don't want to go back. I have no idea how many scrolls there are supposed to be in each area beyond the first one. So I don't know when we're done looking. We're just going to have to go all the way to the end. Look at this guy all jumping backwards, all trying not to let me murder him. Can you imagine the audacity of it? Oh hey, there's a little gap in that tower over there. I think we can land in that. Thanks to the fact that we were able to see where it was ahead of time. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing. I should probably be paying a little bit more attention to my health. Maybe be paying a little bit more attention to my health than I have been. But, you know, on that the run where we got to the Hand of the King, if our damage had been better, it wouldn't even have needed to be much better. I think we maybe could have actually gotten it. Okay, we've got to be close to the end at this point. Man, maybe not. It turns out it's a pretty big castle. Alright. Leap of faith time. Nope. Maybe they took that whole thing out. Or maybe it's only there sometimes, or maybe there's a signal that I should be looking for to indicate that it is available. I don't know. All right, let's go fight a very easy boss. A very easy boss who is frustrating to get a perfect on if you are using melee weapons. So, Scheme. Your next melee attack after using a skill inflicts bonus damage. Hey, that's actually a pretty cool one. Double crossbow-matic. Just get a whole bunch of extra items into the loot pool here. You know what? I'm going to unlock this too, rather than waiting for another green run. Let's just get it all in the pool. I'm not actually going to take any of it right now. Oh. Apparently I have 3 souls left. We need 5 more items before we can max out our health flask. You know what? The quick bow is a pretty powerful item. Alright, so this is going to be our last mutation. Damage reduction after being wounded. You know what? I'm going to take this. This is going to be how we focus on defense. We're going to continue taking stats for offense wherever we can. I have hope. I have high hopes. Unfounded, completely arbitrary high hopes about this being the one. Okay. So does this just remain active? No, okay, it does eventually fade. Ah, you can see that I got off the ground a little bit, just apparently too late. This pan is really tearing him apart, though. Oops, I hit Q twice and rolled back through it. Very clumsy. So it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit longer than the visual would indicate for the skill to actually become available again, is what I just discovered. Alright, he's gonna do that. Seems like a fine time to drink. Ah, don't roll through that attack. That's pretty satisfying to do, though. Alright, you might be thinking, hey, that was a real clumsy fight. Has that affected your feeling like this might be the one any? And no, not really, because honestly, it was never based on logic in the first place. Alright, what do we got here? An Infantry Grenade that does not really that much damage. You know what? I want to stick with my powerful grenade, even though that does have a little star. And this is just a real weak crowbar. Man, I cannot wait until we have the wall jump. so that we don't have to go to the Stilt Village all the time, because I don't know if I've made this clear, I'm not a huge fan of the Stilt Village. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw some more in there. Alright, 10%, that's something. Do I have any blueprints to cash in? I do. Make sure we get those delivered. If you do not talk to the collector, you have not turned in your blueprint, and when you die, you will just drop it on the ground. Which sometimes can be a real bummer. If you picked up a rare and then you die in a particularly stupid way, it can be very frustrating. Try to get these bats to just detonate. Alright, now let's turn around and fight some dudes. So it seems like the critical hits dealt by the pan are very effective at staggering enemies, which is cool. Still not very good at fighting those crabs. I'm not really sure what the secret is. Maybe if we could catch them during the wind-up of their... Oh no! I dashed while the crab was in the air from the explosion. No curse chest for me, thanks. Curses are so much easier to deal with when you're not using a melee weapon, you know? Alright, the pan plan seems to pretty much always be just run right up on them and melee them directly in the face. If you do anything else, not only are you a coward, but it's also less effective. Cannot interrupt his combo, though. The crabs seem to, like, strategically turn around when I get close, which is it's a real bummer, man. They figured out the tech. How am I supposed to deal with an enemy who, like, tries to survive? Yeah, it's working. It is keeping them from actually executing the dash. An even better light speed? Yeah, that is considerably more damage. Bonus damage to burning and rooted targets isn't really relevant, but the trait on our existing light speed is also not really relevant. And this is just more damage. Doesn't start fires, though. I think we'll stick with what we got. The damage difference isn't very big, and the damage dealt by our slightly weaker grenade is already enough to just straight up kill most enemies, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh hey, you're like a guy. Ow. See, part of the problem I'm having with remembering where to get the wall jump is that I'm super not used to traversing the game world without it. I don't even remember which biomes we can and can't get to still. It's fine. We'll sort it all out. Alright, got ourselves a village key. I don't know this for sure, but the fact that we haven't seen a floor portal rune yet, or the fact that I haven't gone into one, I'm sure means that I am missing some. They probably are not rare enough that you can go a whole run without seeing any. Ooh, that got a little close. Okay, we're gonna wanna kill these two big guys before we spawn the elite, I think. Oh, no, I'm not actually hitting the crab. There we go. Just always be hitting. I don't know. There's not really a lot of tech to apply here. I'm just going to run up on him. Strategy. Ooh. It has the same actual damage output, but it starts fires, and it does a lot more damage when you're at max HP. Which is a thing that's probably not going to be true for us all that often. Because I tend to get hit. Every once in a while. I do like a weapon that just starts fires all the time, though. So we have the stomp attacks that cover enemies in oil, right? As you might imagine, enemies that are covered in oil do take quite a bit of bonus damage from a fire. Have we been... we cannot make it all the way up onto the roof. Alright, so there's no way to avoid spending the key, right? No, we just don't have the vertical ability necessary to explore this area. This is a thing that the wall jump would be really nice for. Yeah, like there's a level of security that is afforded to you if you have a reliable source of fire starting. You can see when you catch oil on fire, the flames are a different color to let you know that this is the good fire. This is that good burning feeling. You're probably more familiar with the other one. This is the one you want, though. Do we want to spend 4,000 gold to go back to full health? You know what? I'll do it. We have a lot of money. Probably more than we will get anywhere near spending. Ah, damn it. Wow, I got really stuck in the air there. That's a shame. Our combo was actually going pretty well. Oh well. The key is to never be on a platform with an enemy unless you are directly in their face. Alright, so we have our second key. There is a door somewhere that has a side path in it. I think we should look for that. How are we doing on health? 3358. I mean, the HP difference isn't really that great. Did we miss the door that goes to the side area? Or maybe it doesn't always spawn. Because it sure looks like we've been everywhere, right? Hold on a second. Let me have a look over here. There are definitely some platforms visible. Yeah, there. Yeah, there's more platforms. I do not think that we are going to be able to access those with our current level of mobility. Oh, no, that's the door right there. It's marked. It looks a little bit different from the other doors. This one. I don't remember if this... Okay, it requires you to have the statue. Does it require a key? It does require a key, so it's a good thing we didn't spend that. And this goes to... Okay. That's going to be a little bit challenging, but I think we can handle it. Continuing to explore new biomes is probably the best way to ensure that we see all the abilities. Oh, hey! We actually beat a time door. That's actually kind of wild. This is just a big upgrade, right? Dodging plants a bomb. We no longer get the oil effect, which is a shame, because we have a much more reliable source of fire now, but it'll be fine. Effects that happen when you dodge happen all the time, right? Like, I'm constantly rolling. So we'll get to see that bomb a lot. Alright, what do we want to do? We want to finish the quick bow. And then 4 more items until we get the last flask charge. I guess let's just keep unlocking weapons. It's not, like, vital that we unlock the ability to start with more advanced gear. You know, we can always just find stuff in the world. Boy, do I want to... I'm worried that if we do a plus on this, because upgrading an item automatically re-rolls it, I'm a little worried that we're going to lose our bonus damage. But, I mean, how much time do I spend at full HP anyway? Yeah, let's just upgrade this. We did, in fact, lose our star. So bonus damage to a slowed down target, still starts fires, throws grenades. You know what? That's fine. That's a fine item. Bonus damage to burning targets, pretty good. Yeah, okay. It's a shame we don't have a stun. And, you know what? This is cheap enough. I'll go ahead and upgrade that. We really just need to replace this, though. To be perfectly honest with you, I probably should have taken that quick bow, even though it doesn't scale with red, just because its base level was so much higher. Alright, the Forgotten Sepulcher is... This is going to be a pleasant time, I'm sure. So, this is the anomaly she's looking for. You've come a long way down beneath the surface, Fallen One. Dark is the path you have chosen. The light of the Guardian Monoliths will guide you. But for how long? Long enough, hopefully? Behind you, the big light, just there. Oh, I see. Okay. We like light. Got it. Listen, lady, I don't have a brain, okay? Don't judge me too harshly. So the deal with this is, when we touch these light structures, they turn on. The blue ones are temporary, the gold ones here are permanent, and if you spend too much time standing outside of a light area, you take damage. You take rapidly escalating damage over time. So you can see our personal light output sort of like dwindles over time, and then it's refreshed when we get close to a thing. I've never seen those big waddling guys before. Yeah, our personal light is starting to get a little low, and I'm getting nervous. Okay, there we go. So you got a good visual there. Huh. I did the dash, and it just like didn't go anywhere, it seemed like. Yeah, I panic a little bit when it looks like we're gonna start taking light damage. God, the stunning effect from this pan. What a wonderful weapon. Alright, we're just gonna go back and relight a little bit here. We do not have the key necessary for that door. So you can see, it's not super difficult. The light fixtures are pretty common, but if you are not a fast fighter, you can get into some trouble sometimes. Ah, darn it. Let me refresh here. It's a slightly more stressful than normal area, is all. And you can see the game's pretty generous with it. I'm pretty sure that we are getting our light refreshed by those fixtures down there. So it works in a pretty large area. Okay. Well, that's simple enough. Are we missing any... Oh, okay, there's a... This is the indication for a teleport statue, so we missed the teleporter down there. Let's go check it out. Oh, right, we missed it, because I can't get to it yet. Well, then let's not go check it out. Also, enemies. How dare you survive my strategy of running past you in a desperate terror? It's just making me look bad, you know? It's downright impolite, is what it is. Okay, I'm concerned that we are about to take some damage here. I think I saw light. Yes. Wow, that's a big attack! Okay, just get away from those guys when they jump. That's a cool enemy, though. I really love, like... I mean, it's probably not a big surprise. Everything in the game looks great. But man, the enemies that they added later in the game's life cycle look really good. I'm going to actually fall back a little bit here to a place where we know there's light. Let's just refresh our light a little bit. Oh, hey. It's one of those floor roads. I finally found one. It's just I need nothing to be going on, and also I need to run across the spot where the rune is like 4 times. Ooh. We get our oil back. We're going to lose a significant amount of health, but we're going to gain a significant amount of damage. I'll take it. 4,000? Yeah, it's not so bad. We're still doing okay on health. Okay, this looks like a little bit of a nightmare. Ow. Failed to grab ledge. This one seems more difficult than usual. Ah, did not time that well. Okay. We're holding on for the moment. I would really love to get through here without having to spend a flask. I feel like if we get hit again, we kind of have to, right? The Sepulcher is a place where it is possible to take a lot of damage in real quick succession. Okay. So it looks like these are not quite synced. I'm going to wait one more cycle on that lower one. Here we go. Ow! Roll didn't quite carry me as far as I needed it to. Yeah, we'd better flask. We got one charge left. And fortunately, interacting with the rune created us another light source. Let's run until we find the next one, huh? There we go. Okay. Now that I know what I'm doing, let's go back and kill a guy. Take this! I really appreciate that the loot just comes to you. You don't have to go pick it up. Also, check this out. Aha! Okay, that's right. There's 3 Gardener's Keys in the Ramparts. We have to get all 3 of the keys and then bring them forward and trade each one for a Moonflower key instead of doing the thing that you do with the Gardener's Keys. I'm remembering now. Because there is a thing in that zone that you can spend 3 Gardener's Keys on. Alright, it's a very stressful dungeon. Nope, this is not even close. Our grenade is really powerful at this point. Oh, wait, that's important. Let's not skip that. And another grimoire. The bodies have woken up again, and this darkness. I can no longer continue my experiments on the malaise here. Well, that was hardly even information. Oh god, it's an axe guy. Well, that is not what I was trying to do. I don't think we're taking either of these. Boy, I have no sense of how much time is left. Like how much distance is left to cover here. Based on the shape of the map, it looks like a lot. Okay, we would need the wall jump to access that. Not a good place to be clumsy. Not a good place to move slow due to incompetence. Poison sword. No, it's not even close. We are seeing a lot of awfully good loot on this run. Alright, so those obelisk-type enemies, you saw their attack there. It's just when you get close, they just create a big electrical zone around them and try to cook you alive. It's as simple as just not getting close, which means they can be pretty annoying to fight with a melee weapon. concerned about the speed of our fighting and not knowing where my next source of light is coming from. So we're just gonna progress. There we go. Okay. Look at me managing to not get hit by the axe. What an improvement. Of course, you can just let them live, and then they catch the axe, and it's less of a problem. I'm gonna go back here, because first of all, enemies, and secondly, I did see that rune in the wall, and I want to kill it. It's like legitimately upsetting. The way it starts to creep in on you. Oh god, the blue one burned out. Okay. Sweet, sweet permanent lights. I don't know exactly how long it takes those blue ones to burn out. It does not seem like they stay on for very long. Alright, we have another key, but we do not yet know where it needs to be used. By the way, these runes right here, I am seeing these, that we're just running over a lot of those. Those require a movement ability to open, a thing we don't yet have. Okay, those are the same number. So I went to school for a lot of years, I sat in a lot of math classes, and I can tell you now with some confidence, 23 generally equals 23. Oh god. Huh, that's the first time that one of those guys has survived the grenade. I wonder why. Maybe they have slightly variable health? Oh good, traps. Oh, I don't like this at all. Alright, hold on. Let's refresh our light. Yeah, they're starting to survive the thing narrowly, and I do not care for it. Alright, so as you can see there, picking up a scroll seems to pause all enemies and stop projectiles that are already in the air. So you can sometimes use a scroll grab as a way of avoiding dealing with a shot you might have a hard time avoiding, as we did there. Okay, that'll take us through to the clock room. And this is something else. Ah, yes. Optional stuff. Okay, he was not stunned too much to be able to attack me. Turns out not everybody is stopped dead in their tracks by the pan. Okay. Ooh. Fancy stuff. This permanent rune reveals the whole map and its point of interest once you've explored most of the level. Oh, that's actually really nice. That's a cool thing. Alright, I think we're just good then? Yep, looks like it is time to move on. So the clock room is the one with the boss. We skipped having to go to the clock tower by doing this instead. Honestly, I think I like the Sepulcher a little bit better. I like the spooky atmosphere a lot. It can be a little stressful, though. 97 cells is an awful lot. I guess let's finish buying this. We are unlocking a lot of green items. And then the mushroom? I guess I'm pretty curious about that. 2 more. We're close. I mean, we should just be doing whatever's cheapest, I guess. I do not... Boy. Spawns a friendly mushroom boy, which charges and interrupts enemies. Trigger it again to inflict damage. I'm assuming you turn it into a bomb. I'm kind of thinking maybe we take this heavy crossbow. I mean, our current bow is... Oh, wait, what? Oh, the heavy crossbow takes up both slots now. Allows you to store a weapon in the backpack. The backpack. They changed some stuff. Okay, so you have an extra weapon slot that you can't actually use? Okay, well then I'm not gonna do this. We're gonna do this thing. Because I do want to keep my pan. That's interesting. Everything's already upgraded. Boy, it must be... Whatever they did to the heavy crossbow, it must be a pretty good weapon now to justify taking up both of your weapon slots. I'm actually really curious about that, but obviously the run where we have 17 points of red is probably not a good time to test it. Alright, I got something you can keep. I was trying to trigger the dash to avoid his melee attack there, but it just doesn't come out fast enough. Ow. There you go. That's how you want to do that. You want to not actually... You want to roll through the chain, but not all the way through him. I'm a little concerned about our health level. Oh, that was not a good time to do that. Fortunately, apparently that chain grab combo doesn't actually do very much damage. Please stop doing that. Alright, that was a little bit of a clumsy version of that fight. I like the fact that our character seems to be a little bit more upset every single time the boss gets away. Ooh. Ice shards. Do we want to swap out for twin daggers? Honestly, I really like the pan. And it's a 6+. These daggers are still only 5s. It's remarkable how much trouble we're having finding a better version of that thing. Although, of course, we could have bought an upgrade for the daggers. I'm liking the pan. You know what? I think there might have been a gap in the door there, or in the wall. There might have been a plant area. I'm gonna just focus on unlocking stuff for right now. Let's get that 4th flask charge, right? Since it's now looking pretty close. What is the next cheapest thing? Sure. A heal, or a parry skill that gives you back health seems like a pretty okay thing. It's important to remember, for the long term, that once we unlock the higher difficulty levels, managing health is a very, very different game than it is here. It probably seems like a lot of these... No, let me get through. Ah, man. You do not get a lot of time to react to him starting up that spin. Seems like a lot of the enemies are like going out of their way to avoid pointing their faces at me, just to deny me my beautiful, beautiful crits. Ooh, Twin Daggers 8. Now that is a pretty good amount of DPS, and we would be able to upgrade them before fighting the boss. Critical hits do bonus damage, shoots an arrow upward for... It's not actually upward, it's like diagonally upward, so against a big boss like the Hand of the King, that would definitely hit every single time. Yeah, maybe we should take that, actually. Because with the plus on it, this would be pretty great. Yeah, I'm going to do that. The pan has served us well, but I think this is an upgrade. Alright, I'm just going to run away from those guys. Here's my plan for dealing with the castle here, the high castle. We're going to prioritize getting the exit open, getting to a place where we can necessarily leave when we want to, and then we'll go exploring. Is this really going to just take me right over there? Oh no, it is not. Huh. There are just two statue escapes right next to each other. Blood Sword 6. 2200 DPS. You know what? I'll skip it. I don't think that the listed damage of the Blood Sword includes the damage with, includes stacks of bleed being up on the enemies. It's going to be a lot more damaging than it looked like from that number there, but even so. Hey look, I got my ammo back. I was hoping we'd be able to roll through the third hit there. Ah, man. We need to find some doors. Alright, let's start by killing this guy. Actually, it's really nice when we can get the shield dudes to commit to that upward slash, or upward stab, rather. Oh, I'm just gonna get away from that guy. Ah, I thought I was gonna jump clear. Jeez. Even the big crit doesn't kill him, huh? Hey, look at that. That's, I think, the first time I've actually used the return part of the dash in a way that was useful. Why can I not get through this floor? There we go. Okay. Not going super well. We've taken a lot more damage than I would like. I'm gonna try to ride out. We have a lot of health, so I'm gonna try to ride this out for a little bit. Try to absorb one more hit before we have to go to the flask. God, sword guys are so tough. That still didn't do it. That's incredible. That guy's got like more than twice as much health as any other enemy that we routinely fight. Alright, we're gonna ambush him. I need the stun, you know? Even with all of our points of red, we're still getting outpaced. Why can I not? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna run away from this guy, and we're gonna... Ooh, wow, that flask animation starts real slow. Alright, well, getting hit by the bosses does infect you with the malaise, which is not awesome. You know what? We better drink again. Your potion cures the malaise. If your malaise meter fills completely, you just die. I'm pretty sure. I believe you instantly die. Interesting. He didn't turn around for the third hit. It's almost like if you're ready for it, they just don't even bother. They want to make you feel like they want to make you feel like you wasted your effort, so that you will not be ready the next time. I think that's the right way to engage with those guys, just like when they start spinning, run away. It feels pretty bad, though. I don't even want to do that, Elite. Let's just go to the door, get the keys, and then we will find the exit, and then we can potentially mess around. Try to get some extra money and some extra scrolls and stuff. Oh, really? Just no damage, huh? That's a shame. Hold on. Just give me a second. Okay, now let's do it. I did remarkably little damage. close. Alright. Okay, enough keys to leave. Now it's just a matter of... No. I see you, sword guy. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where the exit door is. And I am absolutely just going to cheese this guy. Drop down, and there we go. Let's go this way. Hey, that time the return trip did do damage. I was just planning to use it to get behind him. That's pretty weird. Alright, do we have any idea? No. No idea at all where the exit might be. Alright, I'm picking a direction. Let's not enter the third door, the third side room. Okay, whew. We do still have a flask charge left, and we know where the side room, or we know where the side area is. Let's go for it. We might be able to get this. Plus, there are 3 different bosses. I'm not sure if they're always in the same colors, like if the slasher is always in the blue door, but it is always the same 3 bosses, and we did the hard one already. Yeah, the slasher is the one that's always a nightmare. Oh god. Gave up on melee there. It was not going my way. Okay, I'll take it. Wow, he survived that. Jeez. Those guys really have a lot of health. Okay, we're just going to wait a second here. So this is going to be the shield back roller guy. We are not going to do a lot of melee on this one, probably. Kind of hoping that my grenades and stuff would do a little bit more damage. I thought that was going to go smoother. I'm just gonna take us back out the way we came in, because we know that that's right next to where we're going anyway. There might have been a couple more enemies in there, and that's all the more reason to leave quickly. Okay, so another scroll. A pan that is probably not worth picking up. Yeah. I mean, we'll turn these into gold, I guess. Oh, you know what? We really can't get that yet. We need some of those movement abilities that we're missing. Alright, no big deal. We could have been a little bit more thorough on the castle. I probably should have been. We certainly weren't going to get that combo, though. Alright, no sense not spending the spells, or the cells. We are certainly not going to need them after this. Alright, so we're pretty close to being able to max out our health flask already. That's cool. Okay. You know what? Do we want to re-roll our mutations? I'm just thinking that, Killer Instinct is not so good anymore. We're not really going to kill a lot of enemies during this coming battle. What could we turn it into? Actually, this would be better. Oh, you know what? I think if we reset our mutations, though, we'll lose the extra life. Because I'm pretty sure... What's this? Cannot be dropped once picked up? You know what? I'm not going to mess with it. So I'm pretty sure you can't take that at any mutation thing except for the first one. I don't know. Alright. I think our equipment's pretty good. Well, Not our bow, but our other equipment. Oh, I forgot to... I was gonna put a plus on my daggers. I mean, they're still awfully good. Alright. Try to use that frequently. Oh, explosives. Yeah, that's like that's a big chunk of damage there. Wow, the forward motion on these daggers is a little unpredictable though. God, I hate the explosives. I can't believe you just let me do that. See, I'm learning. I'm starting to be able to move through the combo. Okay, let's get rid of those. It always seems like there's one right next to him that takes way longer to explode than the others, and I keep falling for it. It does feel like we're doing damage a lot faster than we're taking it here, though, which is nice. It's a nice change of pace. Okay, you are a high priority. Nice to be able to pull him down here while the oil fire is still going. Alright, we are not going to close until it's actually exploded. There we go. Yeah, this was a good change. The pan's not a bad weapon. The pan's a great weapon. But this was a good move. I'm gonna safety flask here. Trying not to lose focus, trying not to assume that I'm safe. I realize my fighting style might seem a little bit erratic and panicked, but that's only because I'm so erratic and panicked. Okay, there it is. That's how you beat the tutorial of this particular video game. And I would argue that clearing this boss for the first time is basically ending the tutorial. Alright. So, you unlock his extremely weird symmetrical lance. It's a very fun weapon. Look at the size of it. Yeah. Also, this thing, Telluric Shock. Hey there. Hey buddy, how's it going? Oh, interesting. This was not here before. I've never seen this type of shelves before in the King's Castle. That's a very strangely written line. Alright, well that's some endgame stuff right there. This room seems to have been added after the construction of the castle. Ah, yes. It was post-game. Well, I think you know what we must do. Oh, I thought maybe more slashing. Oh, we had to press a button. That'll show him. Wait. I may have made an error. Huh. Is that always how that went? That's not exactly how I remember it. We did it, everybody. We beat the game. Series over. Congratulations. Everyone go home. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to do. Oh wait, I know, I totally do remember this part. So you can destroy my body, but you can never destroy the gross mold monster that is me? This game is a prequel to Carrion. Hey, I did it, everybody. It's me, the surviving little mold monster man. Let's just, jam ourselves into this pipe. I'm sure this is what's best for everyone. Us and everyone else who needs to drink this water. And hey, what do you know? It's a roguelite where there's a justification for going back to the beginning and doing it all over again. But there are some important differences. First of all, that, I don't know what that is. Oh, where the hell's Old Bones gone? That's actually a good point. Where is my skeleton dude? Seems to have maybe left? Ah, and we've gained the ability to do this thing. We can just hurl ourselves out of our body and bring stuff back. It has a maximum range. You can see it's really strained in here. And I don't exactly know, I don't exactly remember how it interacts with enemies, if they will still attack you or what the deal is. But it can be useful sometimes for solving puzzles. This bag contains the cells left over from your hand of the fight with the king. Oh, wow. Okay, 40 bonus cells. That is, I'm pretty sure that is not a thing that always existed. So, sometimes, you can see over here to our right, there are plants on the wall there indicating that there's something to be had. Sometimes there are things you can only get by throwing your brain. Throwing your weird mold brain. Let's see if we can, It also climbs walls. So, hold on, can I get on here? Boy, I was really expecting to just be able to climb that. Okay, maybe if I throw it this way. As you can tell, it's been a minute. You can definitely stick to ceilings under some circumstances. Aha! I don't exactly know what to do once I get in here. There we go. Oh, no. Yep. Alright, I'm going too far. Is there another way in? Can we get in over here somewhere, maybe? Oh, looks like I can't quite stick to that wall. I think, yeah, it would need to be a little bit lower. That's a shame. Can we do it from down here? No, because I can't actually get up on that ledge from here, it seems like. Oh no, here we go. I'm wondering if this will work better because we're closer to sort of like the center of the upper area. Having a hell of a time getting it to actually stick up on there, though. It's pretty weird because it used to be the case that it was much better at sticking to roofs than it seems to be now. Like we would absolutely have been able to just stick to the underside of this platform. I know this is fascinating, but I really want to see if we can get the thing that's up there. It's pretty clear to me that we need to be we can't just be standing up there because our body's too far away from the passageway. All right, you know what? Maybe we'll just worry about it. Maybe we'll just worry about it tomorrow. I think we're out of time for today. That's going to have to be it for us for the moment. But when you come back next time tomorrow, you're going to see what new horrors we have unlocked with that boss cell. And also, you're going to see whatever the hell's up in the ceiling tunnel, because I'm going to finally get it. It's going to happen. And we'll see you then.